Welcome, everybody. Good morning. Let's start juggling features to production. Yeah, of course, I'm not a juggler, and I'm not doing for you juggling, but yeah, I will explain what is mean of juggling feature to production. We have a product in Koushki, and this product is Inflow, so I will explain what is the Inflow exactly, and yeah, what it can prepare for us. My name is Hamid. I'm working at Koushki as a software engineer. My responsibility is almost designing software architecture, microservices, and continuous delivery, of course. Yeah, let's start. Before starting and talking about Inflow, I want to discuss about continuous delivery. Who know what is the continuous delivery? Very good. Okay, so I have more time to explain about myself. Yeah, continuous delivery is a software development discipline. With this discipline, you should be able to build your application, deliver it to test environment, deliver it to a staging server, and then production. So because everybody almost know what is the continuous delivery, I can skip this part and discuss about the Inflow. What is Inflow? Yeah, Inflow is a continuous delivery solution, and this continuous delivery solution in Koushki can provide several parallel feature environment for you. You can test your feature in individually environment, and yeah, also you can integrate your microservices together in isolate environment. That's actually the idea of Inflow. Yeah, of course, it's not clear yet, so let's discuss about code. Yeah, the first part is master. I don't know why it is not completely shown here, but yeah, okay. Yeah, imagine you have master code, right? You have master branch, and you want to implement 3 features. Usually, in most of companies, they will create 3 new branch of master or anything else, and then the developer will implement this feature inside of this branch. That's normal, right? And then usually they merge them in one branch, like develop branch or master branch. It doesn't matter for us. Just to keep it simple, I would say in the master. So after a while, you have 3 features in the master, and usually 1 time per sprint or 2 times per sprint, you are releasing this new branch or this develop branch in a staging server or test server or whatever you want to say. Yeah, of course, it's like a rail. So usually you don't have just a staging server. Probably you have test server before that, or you have a pre-release server after staging. But yeah, just let's keep it as simple as possible. And then when everybody happy with that, QA, product owner, developer, manager, then probably 1 time or 2 times per each sprint, you have release, right? And this release could be with, I don't know, 20 features or 10 features or something like that. But what exactly Inflow will provide for us is a little bit different. Again, imagine we want to work in feature A. As soon as developer start working on feature A, then Inflow will create a branch, for example, feature A, and then Inflow will create a new test environment, in a very, very isolated environment for just this branch, for just this feature. And then, of course, you can test your code in this environment. Everybody can look at your code or not exactly code, the functionality in this environment. And of course, if you have, for example, 3 features, then you have 3 test environment, and you can test it individually, right? imagine one of them is down, and we finish our code, and everybody happy with feature B, and we wanna go to production. In this case, we don't have a staging server because it does not make sense. I forgot to say, test environment is exactly same as production at the beginning. So the only difference between test environment B and production is feature B. So if everybody happy with that, it's exactly the same as staging, and you can deploy it to production easily. And nFlow is responsible for deploy this feature to production. And also, nFlow is responsible to update other branches as well. So it will update test environment B and test environment C as well. And then, again, nFlow is responsible to clean up the test environment. So that's actually nFlow works, and that's the idea of nFlow that we have in Koushki. So yeah, again, it is same as feature C. If feature C is down, just go to production and update other environments. And when environment A is down or is finished, we can merge it directly to production. Yeah, I said it is the idea of nFlow. Let's look at the first benefit of nFlow, and then I will show you a demo how it works exactly in our company. What do we achieve by nFlow? Yeah, of course, we have frequent updates. That means instead of deploying 20 features per each sprint or per each week to production, we have deploying for each task. So it can be happen 10 times per day or 2 times per day or something like that. So it's really a small deployment, and it is very, very easy because it is just one magic button to deploy everything to production. Of course, if you have frequent updates, then you can easily roll back it, right? So if you got some problem in production, easily you can roll back this feature. But of course, if you have 20 feature released to production, if you want to roll back, then you should think about lots of problem maybe lots of feature they don't have backward compatible to roll back. The next one is finding bug is very easy in this case, because when you deploy something to production, if there is 20 new feature, and you got some problem in production, then you don't know really which feature is related to this bug, or how you can find the bug, or how you can actually fix the bug. But if you have just one task, if you get some problem, then you can imagine probably this problem is related to this feature. Of course, you can easily monitor your new feature. If you deploy one feature to production, then you can check performance issue, for example, or monitor the feature itself and how it works. But if you have 20 features together to production, if you get some performance problem, then you don't know which feature has impact. And the last one is quick feedback from customer. That's very important for our product owner. So you are working in the agile team. So it's very good to have to implement a feature, get the feedback, and then go to another features. The next thing is automation make deployment for update easy. So it's really like this picture. You just need to push a button, and that's it. And everything go to production. Of course, if you have automation for deployment, then it is really reduce the risk, and it's really reduce the stress of deploying. And of course, it's really nice for managers and product owners. The third one is, at least for us, definition of done. What is definition of done in your company? When you say task is done, of course, for us, it is not when deployment is done or the development is done, or it is not when actually code review is done or test is done or whatever. In Kushto, done means it is released. So when we just burn the point, that means this feature is in the production and customer can use it. So it's very, very important to have a clear definition of done. Of course, after that, we have monitoring as well. But at least definition of done in Kushto currently is release your project. And last but not least, that's maybe the idea of Inflow and the main feature of Inflow. You can test each feature individually, as I said in the first slide. And even you can test it when it is under develop. So most of time, in most company, you are able to just test new feature when develop is done, right? And when it is in the staging. Maybe you guys have experience with this problem. But in Kushto, when we start developing on a feature, then everybody can just look at it, test it in the test environment, because there is a test environment for that. And yeah, for example, QA can test it, get feedback. Product owner can test it and say, oh, it doesn't, my point was something else. Or manager or anybody else. So they don't need to install something in their system. It is just browser, run your browser and go to the environment. And yeah, of course, they don't need to any technical knowledge. And yeah, that's why we have Inflow now. I hope you got some idea about Inflow and what is the benefit of this approach. But yeah, of course, most of us, we are developer. And it is interesting for us to know how this Inflow is integrated and which tools do we use. For sure, it is not important to use these tools. You can change your JIRA to something else. You can change Git to SVN if you want. Don't do that. You can change Jenkins to something else, or even you can use virtual machine. You don't need to use container. But these tools, we are actually using these tools in Kushto. Yeah, let me explain how it works. When we have some new task in JIRA and developer move this test to in progress, then Jenkins will create a new test environment in Kubernetes. So first of all, who know what is Kubernetes? Good. Kubernetes is actually a container manager. And yeah, of course, you can replace it with virtual machine as well. So it doesn't matter it is really Kubernetes, Docker Swarm, or virtual machine. But the main thing is when task is in progress, Jenkins will create an environment for you in Kubernetes. It will create a new namespace, and after that, this new environment will download all of the images that are running in production, exactly same as production. So in this environment, at the beginning, you can see production environment actually, right? Anything is in production. And then when you have some change in the Git and you push your code in the Git, then Jenkins will create new image for you. And it will create a new tag for this image and push it to Docker registry. And after that, yeah, it will call environment to update environment itself. And of course, it is possible to have more than one environment in the Kubernetes cluster. So it depends the number of environments. They are exactly same as number of tasks. Those are in progress. So if you have, I don't know, 20 tasks in progress, then you have 20 environments ready for test. And of course, when task is down and you push a magic button to deploy it to production, Jenkins will call the production environment to update actually this new image. And then, of course, the production environment is same as one of the feature environment now. And also, Jenkins is responsible, as I said in the first slide, is responsible to update other environments as well. All right, I hope you get a clear vision of this environment or this Inflow product. But of course, maybe some of you guys, you have a very big question. If everything is automatically, how do we solve conflict problem? Unfortunately, you cannot see probably. Yeah, the first line is master, the second line is feature A, and the third one is feature B. So you missed the first part. Yeah, I want to, because most of the time when I explain about the Inflow, the first question is how do you solve a conflict problem? Because you are saying everything is automated. And yeah, that's a very good question, because it's very important to push a magic button and then you don't have conflict problem, right? Because it is automated. If you want to get conflict problem, then yeah, it's not really automated. But how do we solve this conflict problem? Imagine we are starting feature A and feature B from master, and they are in the same Git hash. And of course, you have some commit in feature A and some else in feature B. But as soon as feature A is down and you move your task to down, Inflow is responsible to merge it to master. If it is the first feature, then of course you don't have conflict problem, right? Because yeah, it is same as master with some commit top of that. And then Inflow is also responsible to update other branches as well. So this part will be done automatically. When you merge your feature A to master, Inflow is responsible to update feature B as well. So now we have two different situations. First, conflict problem. Yeah, of course it's possible. And second one, we don't have conflict. We are lucky, right? If we have conflict problem, then Inflow will send a message to JIRA task for developer, and developer is responsible to solve the problem. But deployment process is not failed because it's already merged to master and master is deployed to production, right? The only problem is for feature B, and feature B is in progress yet, and developer is responsible to upgrade his branch. So yeah, when developer fix the problem, he can add new commit there and again merge it to master. Of course, in this case, it is not possible you have a conflict problem. And again, Inflow is responsible to update other branches as well. Yeah, I hope, because I know this problem is very a very common question in Inflow solution. When I explain it, everybody almost they have this question of me. And that's how we are solving the conflict problem. All right. Yeah. If it is not clear yet, don't worry. We have a live demo. And I hope everything works correctly because it is live demo, right? And yeah, it's the same as this picture. All right. Yeah, phpconf.koushki.com. It is our product for PHP conference. And yeah, you can try it by your mobile and access to this page if you want. So it is exactly a production environment. But yeah, of course, I don't want to play with Koushki product, so we created another project. And yeah, we deploy it to production, so it is on production. And also, I hope you, oh, sorry. config. Okay. And also, you can see the repository of PHP-conf. And because you are almost PHP developer, it is a Lumen application, actually. So, yeah, if I just run git status, then you can see it is in master branch. I hope you see that one. And then, yeah, I can run git branch -r, and you can see there is no branch now. So let's create a task in JIRA. Also, I created an Inflow, or we had already Inflow board. So I want to create just a feature in this board. I hope everybody familiar with JIRA. It is just a task manager environment. And let's change something, right, in production. I mean, not directly in production, but I want to change something for production. I want to change, for example, Kushto demo page to something else. So let's change it, change to Dutch PHP conf, something like that. And yeah, let me select this sprint and also this part. The main thing of creating task for Inflow is selecting your service, or because, yeah, of course, we are using microservices architecture, but it can be your microservice or it can be your project. So in this case, it is one project, it's not microservice. So we have already PHP-conf project. You can select it, and that means this task is related to this product, right? And then you can create it. Yeah, of course, when you create this one, you shouldn't have anything here. Yeah. And yeah, nothing in here now because it is not in progress and it's in to-do list. So as soon as I move this task to in progress, Inflow is responsible to create a branch for me. So I should have new branch now. And there you go. You have new branch. And it is automatically, right? You don't need to create this branch by yourself. The most important thing for the branch is this part of branch, this part of name, is exactly same as your task ID. So JIRA can match your branch with task ID. And the first part is CD, that's actually continuous delivery. But yeah, when we implemented this one, the name of our product wasn't Inflow, so we chose just CD. So it is like a prefix. And of course, we should have an environment ready now for our product, for our task. So let's see that one. All of the task or all of the environment, they are following this pattern. Task ID, and then dot project name, and then dot cd.kushto.com. Yeah, of course, cd.kushto.com is static, right? It doesn't change, and that means it's going to our test environment. Project is actually same as a PHP-conf for this project, so I can change it with PHP-conf. And task ID is same as your JIRA task ID, inflow-40. So let me add it here. Yeah, of course, we don't use valid certificate for test environment, and there you go. It is environment exactly same as production. So there is no difference between this environment and this one, right? Both of them, they are same. But they are in two different isolate environments. Let's have some change in this page or in this environment. Let me, yeah, the task was changing name. So router, I put it already some variable in here, so I can just remove them. Yeah, let me remove it and add something else. Dutch PHP conf. Yeah, it was like this. And of course, I can test it in my machine, but yeah, I don't want to run it in my machine now. And I want to just commit it. And push it. Oh, that was my bad. I didn't check out to that branch, right? Okay. Problem. Don't do -f in your master environment. All right. Yeah, it was cd Inflow 30. Yeah, now I'm in this branch and I can change it again. Oh, sorry. Dutch PHP conf. And yeah, of course, it's correct. All right, yeah, it is a correct branch now. And yeah, as I said, as soon as you push your code in the environment or in the feature branch, then this environment should be updated. Of course, creating new image and rolling out new image in Kubernetes take some time, like 1 minute, 2 minutes, depending to your project. But I would like to show you the process in Jenkins as well. So as you can see, this create test environment, or actually its updating test environment, is under process now. It's in progress. And when it is down, that means I should be able to see my changes in the environment. So we have to wait for that. All right. And now it's rolling out in Kubernetes. So it's downloading image probably and rolling out. And there you go. It's the change of Koushki demo page to Dutch PHP conf. And yeah, of course, you can see the difference between two environments now. So this one is welcome to Dutch PHP conf, and the other one is welcome to Koushki demo page. And yeah, after testing by QA, after passing test by Jenkins, or after approving by product owner or your manager, then you can move your task to done. Of course, we have some condition to moving to done. For example, test should be passed, or only product owner can do that. But now I have access to product owner roles, so I can move task to production. Of course, I can drag it in here, but we remove deploy to production state from done, because we don't want product owner by accident move it to down. So I have to go inside of the task page, and then in the workflow, there is a deploy service to production. If I click it, it should be deploy to production. So we can again go back to Jenkins. As you can see, some process is in progress. Yeah, and also you see here The deploy to production is in progress. And in the meantime, I can show you, it takes almost 1 or 2 minutes to go to production, to roll out the image or creating new tag. But in the meantime, I can show you something else. If I go to master, if I do git pull, then I can run this one. And as you can see, oh, you cannot see graph. But yeah, of course, you can see the messages. Here we have a change name commit. And here we have merge commit in the master. But if you remember, we had just 2 commits in the master, the initial commit and add first page. So nFlow automatically merge it to master. And of course, updating other branches. We don't have any branches. So yeah, I cannot show you the other branches, but I will demo it again. And yeah, let's check production environment. If I refresh it, then our production environment is changing to .php-conf. So as you can see, the deployment process is very, very easy in this case. Just push a button, then everything should be automatically down. And also, the continuous delivery can improve speed of process for us, or nFlow can speed up our process. Let me show something else. If I run git fetch -p, then I can see new, our branch is deleted, and new tag is added. So we don't want to keep all of the branches, because if branch is still there, then the other environment has been merged to master, then nFlow will update this environment as well. So we have to delete it, but also we don't want to miss the commit hash. So we are creating new tag for this commit hash. So if somebody wants to check out to this branch, they just need to check out to this tag. And that's all. So let's have some other task. And also, of course, the environment should be gone now. Yeah, you can see it's in processing. All right. I would like to create another task. Yeah, of course, I don't want to explain again this process, but I want to show you if we have three features, and all of these 3 features, they are in progress, and if you merge one of them and have conflict, what happened now? And yeah, actually, what we should do now. I forgot one thing. Let me show you again. If I back to nFlow 40, here is a message from Jenkins, and this message is sending to your JIRA task when your application is deployed. So yeah, of course, if you deploy it, then you have a message. Let me create another feature for you. For example, change what we can do, change box to red, for example. So I want to change this box to red. And also, oh, I forgot to add it here. And also, I forgot to add service name for that. So let's move it to in progress and add another one. For example, change or add 2017 welcome page. And then sprint and service as well. And also, let's create something else, change background image. So with these 3 tasks, I want to change this color to red. I want to add 2070 in end of message, and also I want to change background image. So change the background image, and then sprint, and also service is PHP-conf. All right. So of course we should have 3 new branch now. Yeah, we have this 3 new branch, and also we should have nFlow 41, 2, 3. Yeah, let's look at the Jenkins. Which one is under process? I think I lost connection. Yeah. Oh, okay. So creating nFlow 42 is under process now. So 41 should be down. Yeah. We have it, and it is exactly same as production now. So also we should have 42. And also 43. And yeah, as you can see, all of them, they are in the same page. Because yes, of course, it is the same as production. All right, let's change something. I want to first add 2017 in the page. So I check out to nFlow 42. 42 was at 2017 welcome page. So again, I can change it and add 2017 here, and then I can commit and push. All right, this one is push. Let's check out to other branches as well. So of course, when you have 3 tasks, probably 3 different developers they are working on these 3 tasks. But yeah, I will show you by myself because I don't have any colleague in here. So git checkout cda nFlow 41, for example. And then 41 was change box to red. So yeah, I have to change a style in here. So yeah, as you can see, this is the style. I hope we don't have front-end guys in here. Yeah, I don't have. Let's change it to 200. And then, yeah, git change background box and git push. And the other task was change background image. So I can check out to cd nFlow 43, and again I can change background to something else. I have it already. Oh, sorry. All right. All right. Now we have 3 branch and we have 3 different feature. So I would like to refresh this environment. The first one is changing color to red. The second one was adding 2017 here, and the third one was changing background image. Probably it is not done yet. Yeah. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it is same as production because it is not done yet. So let's a little bit wait for that. Yeah, okay. All right, and this is the new background. So you can see 3 different image. Also, I can add new commit in my branches, and other people they can test it. But I hope you just get the idea, and yeah, you can understand what is my point actually with nFlow. And yeah, these three feature environment, they are different as production now. Of course, the only difference for this environment is the box is red, and the rest is same as production, and same for other branches. But let's merge one of them. For example, I can merge 2017 to production. Yeah, I merged 2017 to production. It takes a while. So in the meantime, I have a question. For which environment we have conflict? No?
Because you changed things on 2 different lines and 2 different files, so probably will not have conflict.
But one of change was in the same file.
Yeah, but won't cause a conflict if it's not on the same line.
Yeah, actually in that environment we have conflict. So for this one, we don't have conflict because it was in different file. But these two, they have conflict because I changed it actually same line. And yeah, of course, we should have conflict for that. So let's see what is the process now. Yeah, okay, it should be up now. Yeah, 2070 is up in production. And if I back here, if I click on this task, you can see a Jenkins commit, merge conflict during merging master to CD nFlow 43. So when nFlow wanted to merge master to this environment, it wasn't possible because there was some conflict. So I have to fix this conflict as a developer, right? So let's say Git Fetch and Git merge origin master. There you go, we have conflict. And if I go to web production, then I can fix the conflict with removing these parts. And also I can put it here. Okay, now we have new image, and yeah, of course, the rest is same as production. Oh, I didn't commit. Oh, let me add. And then git commit because it was merge conflict though, so doesn't matter, and git push. All right. But let's look at other environments. So we had just conflict in this environment, but for this one we hadn't conflict because the file was different. Oh, sorry, for this environment. This one is gone already. Yeah. And for this environment, we hadn't conflict. So as you can see, the box is red, and the new message is there. So currently it is same as production. The difference is box is just red. And the other one, we changed it, but it is not done yet. Yeah, it's going down. So I hope you got the idea of nFlow. And yeah, of course, this environment need to improve, and we are working on that. We have planned for make it as open source project, but yeah, I cannot promise you when. But really, we want to make it as an open source project. And yeah, that's it. Of course, I can move them to production, but it's the same thing, and I think it doesn't necessary. Yeah, I think we are on time now. So if you have any question, I will be here somewhere in conference. Just ask me question, and if I have enough knowledge, then I will respond to you. Thank you so much.